Carlos Correa, winner of the 2025 Index on Censorship Freedom of Expression Award for journalism. Venezuela is an extremely hostile place for journalism and for raising your voice in general. For too long, journalists, academics, protesters, and human rights defenders, or anyone perceived as dissident voices have, in the words of the UN, been subjected to intimidation and persecution. And the situation has only gotten worse since last year's election. Someone who knows this too well is the veteran journalist Carlos Correa, a journalist with over 20 years' experience promoting and defending human rights and freedom of expression in Venezuela. As director of Espacio, Público and Crónica Carlos's work has focused on defending and promoting freedom of expression and the right to information in Venezuela. Espacio Público monitors, documents, and responds to restrictions and violations of freedom of expression. At Crónica, an independent digital media outlet, Carlos leads a fearless newsroom focused on public interest journalism, committed to the truth and offering citizens information in a restricted information space. In 2024, Espacio Público registered 619 violations of the right to freedom of expression. This is the highest number in the last 5 years and an increase of 61% over 2023. At the same time, Crónica has published groundbreaking investigations on issues such as corruption, human rights violations, and the economic crisis in Venezuela. However, Carlos's work has not gone unnoticed by the Maduro regime. At 5 p.m. on the 7th of January 2025, Carlos was detained and disappeared in Venezuela's capital, Caracas. He was intercepted by hooded individuals dressed in black and taken to an unknown location. This tactic is not new. It had previously been used by Venezuela's state security forces to arbitrarily detain and forcibly disappear human rights defenders, political figures, and government critics. His detention was among several targeting activists and opposition figures ahead of a series of political protests. Following his disappearance, his wife, the academic Mabel Calderin, told the press of his medical condition and reaffirmed that Carlos has committed no crime. He has dedicated his life to the defense of everyone's human rights, no matter their ideology. Over a week later, on the 15th of January, a prosecutor confirmed to Carlos's family that he was detained by state security forces, but could not disclose the charges or his whereabouts. Carlos was finally released the day after, on the 16th of January.